of like 30 minutes because so, and I want to believe that you can see this screen. I'm using my other. Let me be sure that there is no intersection. So you have fractions here, and just it's about discovering a in fraction. What we are simply doing is that we are trying to find the whole fraction, finding the part of the whole. So everything you have in fraction is a whole. Then you need to now find a part of it. That's just the concept of fraction. So in this case, now we are to find the number in centimeter of the following. We can convert 100 centimeter makes 1 meter. So half of a meter is just half of 100 centimeters. And because they say you should present your answer in centimeters, so you'll be able to work on it and say half of 100 meters, half of 1 meter, which is half of 100 centimeters, is equal to 50 centimeters. And then the same for B, 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So you can just use that same idea, 1/4 of that, you can quickly get it done, and then you get your answers. So this is just like a warm-up to fractions. And it is not like you were taught in primary school that you are going to have an orange sliced into 8 parts and all of that. It's still the same concept, but now at a higher level of thinking. Now for number 2, we are talking about hours, okay? 1/5 of 1 hour, that is 1/5 of 1 hour. So you know how many minutes makes 1 hour, and you are meant to convert to minutes to be able to determine what you are going to be doing, okay? We have all of that. These are just what you can practice on your own and you get an answer. Now, number 3, you have to convert your minutes to seconds. And then from number 4, you have to find 1/4 of 3 kilometers in meters. So you know that a kilometer is 1,000 meters. A kilometer is 1,000 meters. And then, of course, 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. So when you have 3 meters, that is number 5 question, you are going to have 300 centimeters. So you can practice all of it, and just to be sure that you still understand the concept of fraction. And here you have conversions in number 6, naira to minutes and all of that. Then this is where we are going to begin today, and that is that exercise. Here you are to add fractions, subtract fractions in different formats. Okay, so let me pick a pen and be able to work on. Okay. So here, the first thing you need to do is that you are going to find LCM. LCM of 12 and 6 is just 6. Sorry, 12, not 6, sorry. LCM of 12 and 6 is 12 because it's a multiplicative factor. LCM, not highest common factor. My bad. So it's 12. Okay. All right. So you have 12. Then you find out this is like 11/6 actually. 11/6 and 5 11/12, 5/6. So the LCM of 12 and 6 is 12. That's lowest common multiple. And then how many 12 can you see in 12? Is just 1. So you use the 1 to multiply this 11. So I put the 1 here because the number of 12 I will see in 12 is 1. So 1 times 11 will still give me 11, which I will write down here. Then I'm going to add because what you have there, this operation is addition. How many 6 can you see in 12 is 2. I'm going to use that 2 to multiply this 5. So 2 times 5 will give me 10. So here I will have 10. And then I will find out this total summary. This one will give me 21/12. You can depending on the nature of the question, but normally as a mathematician, you are not expected to leave your answer in improper fraction. It will be improper fraction when the numerator is higher than the denominator. That is when it is improper fraction. When the numerator is, so you have to look for how many 12 can you get in 21? Of course, you will get only 1. And when you subtract 12 times 1 from 21, whatever you have left is what you write 12. That's 9 over 12. For subtraction, you follow the same process. So I'm going to leave this for you, but I'll go to the next one. The next one here, there are two methods you can use, but I think to be on the safer side, it's always better that you combine all your mixed number. It is not called mixed fraction. We call it mixed number. 4 is a whole number. It's not a fractional number. So we don't call it mixed fraction. We call it mixed numbers. You are mixing numbers and fractions together. So it is not called mixed fraction. It is called mixed number. All right. So what you're going to do simply is that you convert this mixed number to improper fraction and then carry out your addition or subtraction. In this case now, it's going to be an addition. I'm leaving number B as an exercise to try. But this time around, instead of adding, of course, you can see the sign there should be negative. So here is going to give you, you first convert this. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. So you are going to have 16 over 3. And then you are taking away 8 times 1 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. So you are taking away 13 over 8. So the next thing you are going to do, now that we have it in this format, you are going to have LCM of 3 and 8. You have to concentrate on the denominator. It is the denominator that will determine the factor we're going to use or the multiple we're going to use. So the lowest common multiple of 3 and 8 is no other than 24. And it is not because you are multiplying 3 by 8. That's the lowest common multiple you can have. The multiples of 3, the multiples of 8, then the ones that are common, and then the lowest of all the common multiples. So you have 24 there. How many 3 can we get in 24? It's 8. So 8 times 16. You have it here. Okay. 8 times 16 will give you, that's 48 plus 80. That's 128. 128. 8 times 16 is 128. Then minus, how many 8 in 24 is 3? So you write 3 here. 3 times 13, that is 39. 3 times 13 is 39. And by the time you subtract this, you are going to be having 99, no, 89 actually. 89 over 24. Yes, that's what you'll be having. 89 over 24. $89 over 24. So you look for how many 24 can you get in 89? You can only get maximum of 3, and that is 72. So 3 number. Then what is left is 17. Yeah, 17 over 24. So this is the answer to this one. You can also try your luck with this. And then here, you are going to do both addition and subtraction. Please note that when you are carrying out fraction, there is what we call PEMDAS, and that is the one you should use. I will really encourage you that you use that. I'm going to write what PEMDAS is out. I'm going to write what PEMDAS is out. Let me just write it here. PEMDAS. Okay. All right. This is PEMDAS. Maybe I should quickly do something. Let me see if I can get it done. I want to, okay, let me just put it here. Okay, it has disappeared. This is not what I wanted. Okay, okay, let me see. Did it work? Yes, it works. Works. So my P means parenthesis. That is more or less like bracket. Parenthesis, parenthesis, parenthesis. Then E for exponents. E is for exponent. Exponent like power, raised to power something. Exponent. Then you have M. I know what you are used to is board mass, but this is the latest one. Multiplication. Multiplication. All right. Then you have D for division. So that's what the call PEMDAS, division. And then you have, okay, let me just space it out of, all right. Then you have A, which is addition. Please, I need you to note this order. It is called order of operation in mathematics. Addition. And then, of course, the last, subtraction. All right. So this is the order of operation in mathematics. Parentheses, the one in bracket. Another word for parentheses is bracket. Then we have exponent, exponential. Now, they replaced BODMAS. That O there simply means off. Off simply means multiplication. So anywhere you see off, just interpret it as multiplication because parentheses takes precedence over multiplication. So in most textbooks, especially textbooks like engineering mathematics, the elementary one that most people use in year one, you will see it there as precedence rule. That is what they call it in that textbook. It is called precedence rule. That is what operation precedes the other. Okay. So when you have combination, the reason why I'm giving you this is because of this last question, question E. Addition comes before subtraction. Don't go and subtract first and then add. So you have to follow this. You have to follow this. So you can write it down or probably go over the video again. But anytime you are carrying out, especially, it comes mostly in fraction. And in some cases, they can give you questions that are very, very technical, like 2 times 3 minus 4 plus 2 something. They will just combine all those numbers. All you need to do is focus on the order of operation based on this parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. This is the order. It is called order of operations in mathematics. And you can also call it precedence rule. So please note that. So I want to switch to the next slide. I decided to use slide today. Then here you have multiplication, here you have division. Now, I'm interested in this. I'm interested in this particular one here. And let me just quickly show you something based on this. All right. When you have this, it is called double division. It is called double division. Now, don't forget that you are preparing for JAM. And most of the question in JAM comes in this order. This one is WAEC question. But JAM question even comes in a more interesting format than this. I may decide to show. See, I'm targeting time. I think we have about 30 minutes left. Okay, we have about 30 minutes left. So just pay attention to it. When you have something like this, you can write it as this 14. You know, over simply means division. 14 over 33. Okay. Sorry, my pen is misbehaving. All over. All right. Okay, so let me write it here. So 14, why is this sliding? Okay, so I'll be more grip. I'll have more grip now. Okay, good. 14, oh, is bouncing. It's not gripping, it's bouncing. Okay. 14 over 33. The as all over 22. Okay. When you have it like this, it is called double division, and it's the same thing that you have here that is interpreted in this way. So most times they give you in this format, you can break it down like this. Okay, so let me just do an arrow to both sides. They mean the same thing. When you see it, it means the same thing. This guy and this guy here, they means the same thing. So how do you solve? All you need to do is that you turn the other one upside down. Yes, you turn this one upside down, this one inside the box. You turn it upside down. So let me just trace it out for you. I'm going to trace it down here. So it means what I'm going to have is 14. Don't mind my pen. 14 over 33 times, because you are turning the denominator upside down. So it will now be 22 is coming up all over 35. 35. So I can now cut. When you have something like this, you can cut. 11 is 2. 11 here is 3. 7 here is 2. And then 7 here is 5. So at the end of the day, what I will have will just be 4 over 15. 4 over 15. That's what we will have. Okay. So you can try. Oh, let me clean this 5. It's not proper 5. And try some question on your own that seen on the of some of you, of course, you have passed your WAEC, so some of these questions won't be difficult for you to understand. I want to stop here and see if I can get book for you. Okay, let me pick something else. I have something else. Okay, okay. Here I have John. This is fraction, JAM 1979. Fraction can come also, like I told you, fraction does, look at this question, it's a fraction question. The smallest number such that, that's question 7. The smallest number such that when it is divided by 8 has a remainder of 6, and when it is divided by 9 has a remainder of 7 is a JAM question. It's an application of fraction, okay? You have percentages. Can you see percentage? Number 8, JAM 1979. I want to quickly switch to something recent. So let me click something recent. This is 1980. Look at this question. It's a JAM question. 1980, question 22. It's a fraction. Can you see the kind of fraction they are giving you? See this one. When you want to solve a question like this, because of time, I may just say go and practice, but I will tell you what to do. I will tell you what to do. What you are going to do is start from the lowest part. You are going to start from the lowest part here, this lower part of the fraction. You first do 5 plus 2 over x. That's the first thing you need to do. Meanwhile, your 5 is a whole number, so you are going to put it like 5 over 1. 5 over 1 plus 2 over x. So you find the LCM. LCM is x. I'm telling you what to do so that you, LCM is x. How many one can you get in x is x. X times 5 will give you 5x. Then how many x can you get in x is 2. So you are going to have 5x plus 2 all over x. That's what you are going to have there. Then now, you now do 5 over all of that. 5 divided by 5x plus 2 over x. That is double fraction already, because you can write it as 5 over 1 divided by 5x, 5x plus 2 over x. So you turn the other one upside down. You get a single fraction. Then you now do 1 minus all of that. So this is a multi-level fraction. This is actually what we are supposed to graduate to today. All right. This is what we are supposed to graduate to today. But for the sake of time, because I want to stop in the next 1 minute, but you can screenshot this problem and attempt it. Probably I'll be able to send the solution to you. If you try it and you didn't get it, I'll send the solution to you, but just write it down or screenshot. Or if you can't, you can go over the question again in your video when you go back to watch the video. Then you'll be able to understand what we're doing. I think we have about 8 minutes. I think we have about 8 minutes. Okay. I can see time left. The remaining time here is 8 minutes. I don't know, maybe we can use that to quickly solve a question, at least this one. So, sorry, I have to switch. I believe my screen is being seen on the other side there. Probably I can attempt the solution. So you have 1 plus 2 all over. You have to be very careful. Into bracket 1, that's 1 minus. Okay, 1 minus 5 all divided by, then you have 5 plus 2 over x. 5 plus 2 over x. Yeah, that's all you have there. And then this one is covered this way. So like I said you are going to start from this part. You don't start from up, you start from down. So if you do what I asked you to do, this is over 1. So you can find the LCM. I'm going to solve in that order. X is the LCM. 1 in x is x. So x times 5 will give you 5x. So you have 5x plus, x in x is 1. 1 times 2 will give you 2. So you have all of these. You can now rewrite this as 1 plus 2 all over 1 minus 5 all over 5x plus 2 all over x. So you can deal with this. You can deal with this. Yes. So when you are dealing with this, you are going to solve it in this way. You can see I'm using different colors so that the idea will be clearer to you. So you now have 5 over 1 divided by 5x 2 over x, in which you can turn this other one upside down. That will be 5 over 1 multiplied by x over 5x plus 2. You have that. And then having have that, you are going to have your final answer will be 5x over 5x plus 2. All right. So you will now have the solution to that will now be 5x all over 5x plus 2. So you can rewrite this equation as you want to rewrite it now. 1 plus rather 2 all over, you now have 1 minus 5x over 5x plus 2. You can see how we are solving gradually. So now you are going to solve all of this. So you now have 1 over 1 minus 5x all over 5x plus 2. And that, the m is just 5x plus 2. So 5x plus 2. So 1 in 5x plus 2 is still 5x plus 2. That times 1 will now give you 5x plus 2. Now, how many 5 of x plus 2 can we get in 5x plus 2? We only get 1. So 1 times 5x will give you 5x. So what that means is that this one will cancel this one. So finally what you have is 2 over 5x plus 2. Now, we now replace this new answer with everything inside that circle. So you're now going to have, let me use okay, let me just write it like this. 1 plus 2 all over 5x. Let me check. I think 2 over 5x plus 2, that's what we have. 2 over 5x plus 2. So this one now, we'll solve it. No, sorry. Solve all of this, yes. So it will now give you 2 over 1 divided by 2 over 5x plus 2, which means 2 over 1 times 5x plus 2 all over 2. So this can cancel this. So at the end of the day, what you have is 5x plus 2. Now, all of this can be replaced with this now. So you have to replace all of this with this. So final answer will be 1 plus 5x plus 2. 1 plus 5x plus 2, that is, so your answer is 5x plus 3. So you now have 5x plus 3. That is 1 plus 2 plus 5x. You have 5x. This is answer D. Answer D, 5x plus 3. So you can see how we gradually picked it to solve, and then we now are able to get our answer. I can pick it from the beginning again, gradually, in the next 1 minute. If you have questions, you can ask. We started from here, and the original question has been given earlier. So this is the question, removing the circle and the red part. That's the question. But because we are starting from this, we are gradually solving it up, starting from the foundation, then bringing it up. So we were able to solve it in that order. Okay, you can see what we did. When we get that fact, we put it under here, and then we were able to solve this. We move to the next one, and this is the next solution. We rewrite the question, replacing with our previous answer. So we have this, and then we were able to solve this one in red. I circle the one in red and I solve it. When I get my answer, I replace it with my answer. And that is what I've done here too. So you can see that I replaced with my answer. I solve this again, I got this, then I replace it with my answer. My answer is, by the time you solve, you get 5x plus 2. And the 1 plus all of that is what finally landed us in the final answer, which is option D. Okay, so I think by that, we have come to the end of the class today. We have 1 minute, 11 seconds or 9 seconds, few seconds thereabout. If there's any question, you are free to ask. If there's any question, you are free to ask. I can stop sharing this. Let me stop this. I don't know, maybe it's this one I should stop or the other one. Let me just stop this. Okay, so you have the other one on. That is the question, original question where we started from. So if you have a question, you are free to ask before we end the class in the next few seconds. Any question? All right, so in the absence of any question, you can try some other questions on your own. Fraction questions, we have different of them, so you are free to get back to me through the WhatsApp or any other means that is available. This is another one. So I'm going to end the class here. Thank you for coming. Have a nice evening.